Then there's this idiot with her hand gestures. All her stupid hand gestures all the time, thinking she's going to distract the cops, and she's scratching her face, and she's tapping the tables, and she's just doing hand gesture, fixing her hair. Oh, just being so ridiculous. Like, thinking she's fooling the cops with all her little distractions, and also trying to act like, I'm so casual. We're just a couple of friends here. See? Like, see? Anyway, total moron. And as much as I hate this moron, I'm just imagining this idiot who's trying to pretend that she's so innocent. Just trying to imagine her, she's so happy, splashing around at the pool party right after Charles was shot. So, please, anybody who's falling for this witch's nonsense, get a grip. She's in it up to her neck.
I remember when she was at Charles's house, in the one in Houston, or was it Houston, or no, the other city? I always forget what city it was. Remember she lived in Florida and Texas? Remember that? I remember she was, I can't remember if it seemed like she was doing the phone with Chad. I remember her talking about Charles because he was in the house. She was really into Charles's. She kept saying, he's getting broken down. He's getting weaker. We're doing things to help, get him weaker, get his, spirit out of his body, kind of a thing. They were like working on him. I remember that a lot.
Tapping, nodding, a lot of nodding, like, are you following this? Or more accurately, are you believing this? And then you can always tell when she is feeling a little hot under the collar, like they think she's lying. Then she starts to carry on even more, and she'll start to do a lot of distracting with her hands and making faces and go, I don't know, I just don't know, I don't know, right? And she always wipes her nose because she's lying. Whenever she's lying, just like Pinocchio, she wipes her nose or puts her hands over her mouth because she's a liar, and she's an evil liar, and she's a witch. And all these people were witches, and they deserve to get the electric chair.
Preparation work had a lot to do with learning things outside of Chad and Lori before we even got together, like, the podcast people. And that prepared Lori to meet Chad. I remember hearing that recording about her sister saying something like to Rob in that little room that they got in trouble, obviously didn't get in trouble because she
distraction,
the defendants.
Distraction.
And she was saying, I think that her podcast, she named who the podcast people were, but I choose to not get involved. I remember one night we were at Lori's, the last house she was in before Charles died. I think he was still alive. And
all out in the open and try to figure out exactly what has happened here and what was going on.
Okay.
Even, when they moved to Idaho, but maybe even prior to moving to Idaho.
Okay.
So that's what we'll talk about a little bit. Melanie, one of our main objectives here is we are trying to block off any type of avenues here that somebody's saying we may not have checked out.
Okay.
Okay. So, in doing that, some of these questions popped up, and I want you to be honest with me. I don't have any reason.
I'm always going to be 100% honest with you.
Jedi mind trick.
You don't need to see his identification.
And says, hey, I want to let you know that I did some research and figured out that this Ned, it's been a while since I thought about this. Ned Ned, yeah, you.
Some more Jedi mind tricks. And now, I wonder if he's buying this. That's what that face is right there. Look at that face. Pathetic.
Map thing of zombies in the world. Arizona, Utah, Idaho, da 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 da. And then she's like, okay, Chad says, and she'd be on the phone. How many, Chad, how many zombies in this state?
She called him by name, Chad.
I knew she was talking to him.
How'd you know he was talking to him?
Well, I just did. I just did. I mean, I just did. I don't know. I knew it.
She called him by name?
I'm sure she did, but
Okay.
I just know she was talking to him. Who else was she going to get this information from? Pop them in the room, which really...
Because they left?
No, but they were wherever they were.
Okay.
I don't know where they were.
And it wasn't that you hadn't been on earlier with any phone conversation or anything?
The only phone call that I shared with everybody, which is the truth, is when I was coming down from Utah. Remember, it was the Thanksgiving time. And remember I said I did the him and Lori did? I never felt that kind of a romantic, no. But one time he contacted me, and I'm sure I shared this brief.
So here the officer is asking her to be honest. You saw the face she made.
And so she was talking to everybody about that Charles was now had this evil spirit in him, okay? So that was kind of what they were talking about.
Okay, tell me about that evil spirit.
So much of this stuff, she's like, look at this crazy person.
Yeah, I'll do what I can, but I don't really think I'm that useful. But he is a little bit.
He's useful.
He's useful because he's another witness.
Yeah, he's useful.
He's useful.
So he's talking about what's coming up next, the trials. Will they be talking about all these horrible things? And she couldn't be happier. She's just so excited and so pleased with herself.
The trials. The trials. The trials. The trials.
And this guy, he's just, that was it for him. He was just like, get me the hell away from this stupid idiot. Then we have this idiot in the police car.